Hey YouTube, it's Sandfox here with my first tech video. It's part of a series in which I'll be doing reviews on devices that make up much of today's modern technology. Today, however, I have a device here that I recently built off of a tutorial from NUS Forum. And before I start, I'd like to add that the link to the forum thread and for the software and the hardware is on the right under the description. Okay, so what I have here is a homemade multi-touch trackpad. Basically, it's used just almost what a laptop pad is. You just move your finger along it and the mouse responds. To build it, it costs around $20 to $50, depending on which hardware components you use. Materials I used were a camera, preferably I used a webcam since it's easiest to install, a cardboard box, sheet of glass, and a blank piece of paper. The way it works is that the camera positioned down inside the box is going to record the shadow that your fingers cast upon it when you press down into the paper, and the software that the camera is hooked up to recognizes the shadow and positions the mouse where you pressed. So essentially there's a field of view, and it represents somewhat of a coordinate plane for the mouse depending on the resolution you set. Mine happens to be 640 by 480, which is, I believe, the maximum for the webcam that at least that I can do. The only downside is that because it's not infrared or pressure sensitive, the mouse will jump to the spot relative where you place your finger on the paper. So if you were to press on the right of the paper, the mouse is going to jump to the right of the screen on the spot that you pressed. So I set up the software that came with it came with a couple demos that you can try out, like the multi-touch, because it does record as many presses down. So if you can use all 10 fingers if you really wanted to. I don't see much point to it, but I'm going to show you. It's called the smoke demo. Basically, where I press is going to be a colorful smoke that's going to emit. So I will get that set up. Alright, so I'm going to put it in full screen. Alright, so basically when I start to press down, it's going to emit a line of smoke. So if I want to, I could take 2 fingers and move it around like this. Mind you, it did take a little time to set up the camera because the light, you want to make sure there's not a direct spotlight put onto it, because if I put my finger here and there's a spotlight coming from this way, it will cast a shadow onto here, and the camera will pick up that noise and could register it as a touch. So it's pretty neat how you can be able to do that. I mean, hence if I put all 10 fingers like I said, it will pick it all up, but it's not that accurate. So no way does this really replace a real expensive multi-touch trackpad. It's just kind of a little gimmick off of it. There's not much of a point to it. It does come with drivers to set it as your mouse if you really want to. I will set that up and quickly show you. Basically, I'm going to move the mouse along. As you can see, it moves. Unfortunately, when I press down, it also thinks I'm clicking, so it drags that desktop box around. It's not really a way to get around it. And so yeah, that's basically it. Not much to it. So thanks for watching.